we are close. We are getting so close to Halloween. And in celebration of that, I'll be giving y'all a fire horror matchup. We got Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street taking on Slenderman from the Creepypasta verse. Starting off with Freddy Krueger, in terms of powers and abilities, Freddy Krueger has access to the dream world, in which he has complete and total control of. He can, he can control his size. He can regenerate at will, conjure fire, stop time, trap you in time loops. Pretty much anything you can think of. He has telepathy, pretty much invulnerability to damage. He can clone, he can teleport, all the 9 yards. And where his power doesn't just stop there. In the comics, Freddy Krueger at one point gained access to the power of the Necronomicon. This book granted Freddy Krueger the ability to literally bring his powers from the dream world to the real world. And it's just as broken as it sounds. In the real world, Freddy Krueger just went absolutely wild with the Necronomicon. And one of his best feats from the movies happened, I think it was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6. I think it was 6. When Spencer was seen sitting on the couch, and the TV started like playing static or something, like hypnotizing him, to where he got up. He was wide awake. He was awake, and Freddy Krueger brought him from the dream world, from the real world to the dream world, just like that, without him falling asleep. So, yeah, Freddy Krueger, especially in the dream world with the power of the Necronomicon, is an absolute monster. He can absorb souls. He can, and it's stated that every time he absorbs souls, he gets powered. He's been, they've tried to burn him, cut him to pieces, incinerate him, use forms of holy water or exorcism on him. It just doesn't do anything to him. He just comes back every single time. Literally stated to be eternal and an actual god. He can warp reality just by his sheer willpower to be pretty much one big Elm Street, to where he can visit everyone all at once. All in all, Freddy Krueger, with his reality warping and battlefield removal techniques, is an absolute nightmare, pun intended, for anyone. Now, on to Slenderman. Even Slenderman's avatars are insanely powerful. We've seen these avatars dismember people, uproot trees, rip through metal with absolute no effort. They can demolish entire SWAT teams with ease. These avatars can teleport. They can regenerate at will. They can, the Slender Sickness, which is some kind of mind hacks that he can use. He can stretch and contort his body. He can grow. His tendrils and give him extra long range for attack. And what makes Slenderman so powerful is that it was actually stated that Slenderman is tied into the entire multiverse of Creepypasta. His true form is tied into it. And pretty much as long as the memory of him still exists, he will always exist. making him pretty much immortal. Now, who do I think wins this fight? With all their abilities on the table, looking over advantages I have. Now, I'm fairly certain that Freddy Krueger would have no problems dispatching of Slenderman's avatars. I feel very confident with that. Now, where it gets interesting is when Slenderman's true form battles Freddy Krueger in the dream world. That is where the fight really begins. So, in terms of abilities, they're all pretty relative. They all have soul manipulation, time manipulation, regeneration. Slenderman can control darkness. Freddy Krueger can control fire. So, to call a victor on this battle wouldn't really work, because neither one of these characters could, in my opinion, could not permanently put the other one down. Because Freddy Krueger's, he's eternal, especially he can just bring himself back with the Necronomicon. And Slenderman's always power of belief. Like, as long as the memory of him and belief he exists is still there, he'll always come back. So, in terms of permanent death, neither one has really any effective ways of permanently putting the other one down. Though, now that I think about it, actually, Freddy might have one ace. He may have the ace card here. That might be the Necronomicon book. With this book granting Freddy Krueger an extra power amp, he might be able to pull this one off, though I'm safe to call this one a draw or a tie. But personally, if I had to give my money, like if I had to bet on who I think will win, I'd put my money on Freddy Krueger. But I am very comfortable of giving this battle a draw. So, thank y'all for listening to this video. I hope this is an interesting horror topic for y'all. Yeah, let me know who y'all think wins in the comments down below. Well, it's been another one of my videos, and I'll see y'all later. Take care.